Dad's the best. He doesn't stink at all.
Hi, this is Skyler. You're listening to a Pacific Street Blues.
Americana. It ain't blues, it ain't country, but it's good. Pacific Street Blues.
Where the wind hits heavy on the borderline, remember me to one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine. If you go where the snowflakes start, when the rivers freeze and the summer ends, please see for me she has a coat so warm to keep her from that howling wind. For me, if her hair hangs long, if it rolls and flows all down her breast, please see for me if her hair's hanging long. That's the way I remember her best. I'm wondering if she remembers me at all. Many times I've often prayed in the darkness of my night, in the brightness of my day. Traveling in the North Country Fair, where the wind hits heavy on
good and completely. If we were only so lucky.
That's music there from the Black Crowes and their version of Bob Dylan's song Rainy Day Women. Also, we heard from Neil Young, and that from an album where he cut it inside this sort of phone booth that Jack White from the Black Stripes had put together. Used to be, and I have a recording of this of my father, you could pay a certain amount of money and go into a booth and record kind of on a flexi disc a song or a message to your mom in this case. And so Neil Young did an entire album of covers recorded in that booth. It's kind of interesting. He goes on and has a discussion with his mother, who had passed away recently, about his father. They were separated and how they could get back together in heaven. It's kind of touching, actually. But we're taking a look at the music of Bob Dylan. This is our fourth installment, and you can say, God, Rick, 4 shows. What are you thinking? Well, you don't have to listen to them consecutively, but I do think it's interesting to see the wideness of the tension and the influence that Dylan has based upon the number of people that have covered his music. And again, Neil Young and the Black Crowes there. We're also going to hear now from Joe Cocker in a version of a song called 7 Days, which Ronnie Wood also recorded on his third solo record, and then music from the Grateful Dead as we continue our exploration on the life, legacy, and music of Bob Dylan.
Use your sense. Take what you have gathered from coincidence. The empty-handed painting from your street is drawing crazy patterns on your sheet. Carpet too is moving under you, and it's all over now, baby blue. They your lover who just walked out the door. He's taking all his blankets from your floor. Got to is moving over you, and it's all over now, baby blue. Something calls for you. Forget about the dead you left, they will not follow you. Vagabond who's rapping at your door is standing in the clothes that you once wore. Strike another match, goes, start anew, and it's all over now, baby blue. And it's all over now, baby blue. And it's all over now, baby blue.
shine the sun in the sky. They're kissing in the valley, thieving in the alley, fighting every inch of the way, trying to pretend we're somebody I remember in a night that's always brighter than the day. 7 days, 7 more days we'll be connected, just like I expected. She's coming in on the 4th, my beautiful comrade from the north. Listen, I've been good. I've been good while I've been waiting. Maybe guilty of hesitating. I just keep holding on. 7 more days and all of that will be gone. Just kissing in the valley, thieving in the alley. I never inch away, trying to be tender with somebody I remember in a night that's always brighter than the day. Well, 7 days, 7 more days and she'll be coming. I'm gonna be waiting at the station for that girl to arrive. 7 more days, all I've got to do is survive. Bring your love back home. I just keep holding on, waiting on you, darling. Train moving up here. Gonna keep holding on. Do you have me, God? Oh.
On a night like this, so glad you came around. Hold on to me so tight, heat up some coffee ground. We've got so much to talk about, so much to reminisce. It sure is right on a night like this. Esta noche y tú, estoy feliz que estés aquí. Ven, abrázame, no me sueltes, debes estar conmigo. tengo tanto que decir, porque eres mi amor. No hay nada mejor que esta noche y tú. On a night like this, so glad you're here to stay. Hold on to me, pretty miss, say you'll never go away to stay. Run your fingers down my spine, bring me a touch of bliss, it sure feels right on a night like this. Put your body next to mine, keep me company. There's plenty of room for all. Please don't elbow me. Esta noche y tú, estoy happy que estás aquí. Ven, abrázame, don't let go. Debes estar here with me. Yo tengo tanto to say tonight, porque eres my only love. No hay nada but you en esta noche y tú. Oh yeah.
Music there from Los Lobos, that from a motion picture called Masked and Alone, which featured Bob Dylan in the movie, but also had kind of this Tejano, Mexican sort of musical feel to the movie as well. I've never seen the movie, but I do have the soundtrack. Prior to that, of course, we did hear from the Grateful Dead and Joe Cocker, and they're doing covers of music from Bob Dylan. Now, Bob Dylan was influenced by a lot of people, including guys like Hank Williams, and as we discussed earlier in the podcast, Woody Guthrie, but one of his other prominent influences was a guy named Jimmie Rodgers. Now, Jimmie Rodgers, also known as a singing brakeman, was, according to Ken Burns, one of the two founts of American country music. You had kind of the ornery side, or the risque side, which was Jimmie Rodgers, and you had the family and the gospel side, which was the Carter family. And of those two roots, according to the expose from the PBS program on country music, that's where country music begins. So it's only appropriate that Bob Dylan, of course, would be influenced. So we're going to hear a track from him called My Blue-Eyed Jane, and then music from Gregg Allman and the legendary singer Nina Simone.
The sweetest girl in the world is my blue-eyed Jane. We fell in love like turtle doves while the moon was shining down. I asked her then, I asked her when the wedding bells would ring. She said, oh dear, it seems so queer that this could happen here. You are my little pal, and I've never known a sweeter gal. My blue-eyed Jane, I love you so. And when the sun goes down and the shadows are creeping all over town, just meet me in the lane, my blue-eyed Jane. Janie dear, listen here, I've come to say farewell. without you, dear. And now I cannot linger here. I'm going away this very day. Oh, please come gone with me. I'll be sad and blue, wanting you, longing all day through. My little blue-eyed jay, you'll always be the same sweet thing. I know you'll never change. I love you so. And when the sun goes down and the shadows are creeping over town, and I come back again, my blue-eyed Jane. And when the sun goes down and the shadows are creeping all over town, then I'll come back again, my blue-eyed Jane.
Just reached a place where the willow don't bend. There's not much more to be said. It's the top of the end. I'm going, I'm going, I'm gone. Closing the book on pages and text, and I don't really care what happens next. I'm going, yes, I'm going, I'm gone. I've been hanging on threads
When you're lost in Juarez and it's Easter time too, and your gravity fails and negativity don't pull you through, don't put on any airs when you're down on Rue Morgue Avenue. They've got some hungry women there, and man, they'll really make a mess out of you. If you see St. Annie, tell her thanks a lot. I cannot move and my fingers all in a knot, and I haven't got the strength to get up and take another shot. And my best friend, the doctor, won't even say what it is I've got. Melinda, the peasants call her the goddess of gloom. She speaks good English and she invites you up into her room. And you're so kind and careful not to go to her too soon. And then she takes your voice and leaves you howling at the moon. Up on Project Hill, it's either fortune or fame. You can take one or the other, though neither of them are to be what they claim. And if you're looking to get silly, you'd better go back to from where you came, because the cops don't need you, and man, they expect the same. Authorities, they just stand around and boast how they blackmail the sergeant at arms into leaving his post and picking up my brother Carl, who just arrived here from the coast, so fine at first, but left looking just like a ghost. Well, that's it, folks. That's it. Well, I started out on Burgundy, but soon hit the harder stuff. Everybody said they'd stand behind me when the game got rough. Ah, but the joke was on me. There was no one there even to bluff. I'm going back to New York City. I do believe I've had enough.
You know, there are some artists, you just play the records and they're just make it good. It's just good music there from Nina Simone. She had a lot of challenges. If you haven't seen the documentary put together by her daughter on Netflix, it is very interesting insight to some of the challenges that Nina Simone had in her life, but she sure could sing. Well, we're going to continue on, but we're going to shift towards the blues now. I told you that there were a lot of blues artists that had covered Dylan, and we're going to hear some of those as we continue with the exploration of the legacy and the music of Bob Dylan. We're going to start with Etta James and Sue Foley.
To England or France, may like to gamble, might like to dance, maybe the heavyweight champion of the world, maybe a socialite with long stringy pearls, but you got to serve somebody. Hey, you gotta serve somebody. Maybe the devil, maybe the Lord, but you gotta serve somebody. Rock and roll addict, prancing on the stage. Drugs that choke a man, women in the cage. Maybe a businessman, some high-degree thief. May call you doctor, may call you chief. You got to serve somebody. Oh, serve somebody. Might be the devil or the Lord, but you gotta serve somebody. Maybe a state trooper, maybe a young Turk, maybe the head of some big TV network. Maybe rich or poor, maybe blind or lame. He living in another country under another name, but you gotta serve somebody. Oh, serve somebody. Yeah. Might be the devil or the Lord, yeah. But you gotta serve somebody. Yeah. Construction worker working on a home, living in a mansion, might live in a dome, might own guns, you might even own tanks, you might be somebody's landlord, or you might own a bank, but you got to serve somebody. Oh, serve somebody. Might be the devil or the Lord, but you got to serve somebody. Yeah. You may be a creature with a spiritual pride. You may be a councilman taking bribes on the side, working in a barber shop, may know how to cut hair, or maybe somebody's mistress, or maybe somebody's serve somebody. Oh, you gotta serve somebody. It might be the devil or the Lord, but you got to serve somebody. Yeah. You might like to wear cotton, might like to wear silk, might like to drink whiskey, might like to drink milk, might like to eat caviar, might like to eat bread, maybe sleeping on the floor, even on a king-size bed, but you gotta serve
what time it is. So if you gotta go, it's alright. But if you gotta go, go now. Or else you got to stay all night. To stay all night. It ain't that I'm wanting nothing that I never said before. It's just that I'll be sleeping soon. It'll be too dark for you to find the door. So if you gotta go, it's alright. To stay all night. Yeah, yeah. Get on out of here,
Well, I ride on a bell train, can't find me no thrill. Well, I've been up all night, leaning on the windowsill. Well, if I die on top of the hill, my baby will. Hit it! Don't the moon look good, mama? Going down over the trees. Don't the brakeman look good, mama? Flagging down the double E. And don't the sun look good going down over the sea? Don't my gal look fine when she's coming after me? Play now, Stevie. ears are all filled up with frost. I tried to tell everybody, but I could not get across. Well, I wanna be your lover, baby, I don't wanna be your boss. Don't say I didn't warn you when your train gets lost. No, 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 yeah. No, 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 yeah. No, 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 yeah.
From an album entitled Super Sessions, that's music there from Stephen Stills and Al Cooper. Of course, Stephen Stills from the band Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young is a heck of a guitar player as well as a singer, and he did an album called Super Sessions, which also included Mike Bloomfield. Now, Al Cooper was the A&R guy for MCA Records, or was it Columbia Records, when he signed them, and then later on he would do a second sort of Super Sessions album with a guy named Johnny Winter. But Al Cooper's kind of famous in his own right. Of course, he started the band Blood, Sweat, and Tears. He early on was a songwriter in the Brill Building, along with people like Neil Diamond and Neil Sedaka and Carole King and others. He was also a side musician for Bob Dylan when he did Like a Rolling Stone. That's the organ intro from Cooper. And then Cooper came up with the idea for the French horn intro for the Rolling Stones on their album You Can't Always Get What You Want. Now, we did have a chance to interview Al some years ago, and if things ever come together, I'll get that interview up and post it so you can hear it too. But a very informed guy and a lot of fun to talk to. Prior to that, we heard music from Sue Foley and Etta James. That Etta James track, interesting start, right? A motorcycle. Anybody can identify what kind of motorcycle that is from the exhaust sound? I cannot. But that's from her album called Matriarch of the Blues. And one of the interesting things about Etta is she does a lot of covers. And so always can find something tasty from her. Well, we're continuing to take a look at the blues effect and those that covered the music of Bob Dylan. We're going to hear from the Neville Brothers with God on Our Side. That from, I believe, the Yellow Moon album. And then Aaron Neville from one of his solo records doing a super tasty track called Don't Fall Apart on Me Again Tonight.
Oh, my name, it means nothing. And my age, it means less. For the country I come from is called the Midwest. I was taught and brought up to the laws to abide, and that the land that I live in has God on its side. Oh, the history books tell it, they tell it so well. The cavalry's charge and the Indians fell. The cavalry's charge and the Indians died. Oh, the country was young then, with God on its side. The Spanish American war had its day, and the Civil War to us was soon laid away, and the names of the heroes I was made to memorize, with guns in their hands and God on their side. the First World War, boys. It came and it went, and the reason for fighting I never did get, but I learned to accept it with pride. For you don't count the dead when God's on your side. In the 1960s came the Vietnam War. Can someone tell me what we were fighting for? So many young men died, so many mothers cried. Now I ask the question, was God on our side? I learned to hate the Russians all through my whole life. If another war comes, it's them we must fight. And to hate them and fear them, to run and to hide, and accept it all bravely, with God on my side. Through many dark hours, I've been thinking about this, that Jesus Christ was betrayed by a kiss. But I can't think for you. You have to decide whether Judas Iscariot had God on his side. Oh, now as I'm leaving, I'm weary as hell. The confusion I'm feeling, ain't no tongue can tell. The words fill my head and they fall to the floor. That if God's on our side, He'll stop the next war. Jesus loves me, yes I know.
Just a minute before you leave, girl. Just a minute before you touch the door. What is it that you're trying to achieve, girl? Do you think we can talk about it some more? You know the streets are filled with vipers who've lost all way of hope. You know it ain't even safe no more in the palace of the Pope. Don't fall upon me tonight. I just don't think that I could handle it. Don't fall upon me tonight. Yesterday Yesterday is just a memory. Tomorrow's never what it's supposed to be. And I need you. Come over here from over there, girl. Sit down here, you can have my chair. I can't see us going anywhere, girl. The only place open is 1,000 miles away, and I can't take you there. Oh, I wish I'd have been a doctor. Maybe I'd have saved some lives that have been lost. Maybe I'd have done some good in this world instead of burning every bridge I crossed. Don't fall apart on me tonight. I just don't think that I could handle it. Don't fall apart on me tonight. Yesterday is just a memory. Tomorrow's never what it's supposed to be. And I need you. I'd have been a doctor. Maybe I'd have saved some lives that been lost. Maybe I'd have done some good in this world instead of burning every bridge I crossed. Don't fall apart on me tonight. I just don't think that I could handle it. Don't fall apart on me tonight. Yesterday is just a memory. Tomorrow's never what it's supposed to be. And I need you. Don't fall apart on me tonight. I just don't think that I could handle it. Don't fall apart on me tonight. Yesterday is just a memory. Tomorrow's never what it's supposed to be. And I need you. Don't fall apart on me tonight. Fall apart on me tonight. Don't fall apart on me tonight.
They took what was theirs. Your sorrow and your pity, leave them upstairs. You might think that it matters, but it ain't like before. Mr. Harris doesn't live here anymore. Now a
Music there from the Bone Shakers in a track called Mr. Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore. That an old Bob Dylan track. Also, we heard from Aaron Neville and Don't Fall Apart on Me Tonight and the Neville Brothers with God on Our Side. Well, we've been taking a look at the music and the legacy of Bob Dylan and his extraordinary songwriting career. Just, it's so impressive the number of people that have covered him and done his music. And often, in my view, the covers are better than the originals. But man, he sure could write good songs. Want to thank you for listening to this. It's, of course, part 2 of our two-part online-only show. In addition to that, we do have the Spotlight show of Bob Dylan. So we did 4 segments on Dylan. And believe me, we just kind of scratched the surface. There's so much good music out there that was written by him. Well, on this last track, Make You Feel My Love, I had to debate. Garth Brooks had done it, and that was where I became familiar with it at first. And then this artist did it, and it was kind of a hands down, but Garth sure does a good job. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoy the show. If you do, tell somebody. We'll see you down the road. Bye-bye now.
When the rain is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I could offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. When the evening shadows and the stars appear and there is no one there to dry your tears, I could hold you for a million years to make you feel my love. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I will never do you wrong. I've known it from the moment that we met. No doubt in my mind where you belong. I'd go hungry, I go black and blue, I go crawling down the avenue. No, there's nothing that I wouldn't do to make you feel my love. And on the highway of regret, the winds of change are blowing wild and free. You ain't seen nothing like me yet. I could make you happy, make your dreams come true. Nothing that I go to the ends of the earth for you to make you feel my love, to make you feel my love.
What you need, you think will last, but whatever you wish to keep, you better grab it fast. that you have gathered from coincidence. The empty-handed painter from your streets is drawing crazy patterns on your sheets. The sky too is folding under you, and it's all over now, baby blue. All your seasick sailors, they are rowing home. Your empty-handed armies are all going home. The lover who just walked out the door has taken all his blankets from the floor. The carpet too is moving under you, and it's all over now, baby blue. Leave your stepping stones behind, something calls for you. Forget the dead you left, they will not follow you. The vagabond who's rapping at your door